The last few weeks saw every cinephile talking about one man, Adarsh Gaurav, who has taken everyone by surprise with his performance as Balram Halwai in The White Tiger. Congratulations, Adarsh. How have the last few days been? Have you got time to absorb what people have been saying about you?
Matlab, it's been very overwhelming, honestly. I hadn't expected it to be received this way. Like every director tells his actor that no, you're a good actor. It's like every parent telling his child ke beta bahut special ho. But like it's for me, I always thought that Ramin was being encouraging and he was like, nahi yaar, I should tell him so that he continues to put in effort or continues to work hard. But नाउ दैट एवरीबडी इज सेइंग इट तब मुझे लगता है कि नहीं ये सच कह रहे थे क्योंकि मैंने उनको बोला कि मुझे आप पे विश्वास नहीं था जब आप ये बोल रहे थे क्योंकि also that when you're working on something so closely as an actor and I mean I've not directed so I don't know the experience of how a director feels but as an actor I lose all sense of objectivity. आप उसके लिए डब भी करते हो स्टूडियो में इतने दिन तो आपको पता नहीं होता है कि I mean is this really good or is this how does this actually look? So yeah, everything that's coming my way is a big surprise for me.
Did you anticipate any of this? Because I mean, there were interesting people on board on this project, from Remy to Priyanka to Rajkumar.
Yeah, I mean, of course, मतलब ये तो I 100% knew that Priyanka Chopra और Rajkumar Rao की वजह से तो people will watch it, but for it to receive so much love is something that I hadn't expected at all.
Okay. Will you take us through the entire process of how the project, how you landed the project?
So I actually, in the month of June 2019, May 2019 actually, I got a call from Tel Joseph's office that there's an audition happening. And I had actually read the book when I was 13 or 14 years old. So I knew the story, I knew the character, but it had been a long time. And she told me to not read the book again because I had a day to prepare for it. And I asked her, should I? And she said, no, don't, just come for the audition. So I just read my scenes, I understood what he was trying to say in the scene, what I was trying to say in the scene, and I went. And my intention at that time was majorly just to give a good audition and get called for something else by Tess because I was like, this project is too big for me to even get. This is like White Tiger ban rahi hai, and I was told that it's a Netflix project, and I said, bhul jao yaar, ye to nahi hone wala. So let's just give a good audition and then see what happens. Maybe she'll call you, maybe she'll call me for something else. So that was my only intention when I went. And a month later, and like some 6 rounds later, Ramin told me that they wanted me to play the part, and it was unbelievable for me, completely.
Yeah. But the way you got into the skin of Balram Halwai is commendable. I want to know what was your preparation and what did it take from you?
Yeah, like I think as an actor, I really like to like live my character before I start playing it, and I just had that opportunity. I had the luxury of time. I was cast in June, and we started shooting in October, so I had 3 months, and I said I might as well make the best use of it. So I went to this village called Chalkari Basti, which is in Jharkhand. I actually befriended a person who's now a good friend, Akshay, who used to stay next to my building, and I convinced him to take me to his village, and he barely knew me at that point in time, but he was really kind, and he said that okay, I'll take you to my village, and we changed some 5 modes of transportation, and we reached his village. And yeah, it was beautiful, क्योंकि हर दिन हम बस बाइक लेके निकल जाते थे वहाँ पे. I already knew I was an actor. I told him कि भाई किसी को बताना मत, because I wanted to have a very undiluted experience. So every day we would just set off on his bike and go to different places where he had grown up, and it was also a very nostalgic trip for him. But more importantly, it gave me a very deep insight into how people in the village are, how they think, what they feel about things. And from there, I went to Delhi, and over there, I worked at a small food stall for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was washing plates and keeping the place clean, running small errands, and it just hit me as to how privileged we are and how easy it is for an actor to do this and then get out of it. We have an option to just leave whenever we want to, right? Because it's an experience that I'm really desiring. But for people who actually do this for a living, it's so much more harder for them because they don't have that choice. So I think that really made me aware of the person that I was playing, recognizing my personal privilege as Adarsh.
For how
Um,
long were you working at this food stall, and for how long did you live in that village?
I lived in the village for approximately 10 to 12 days, and I worked at the stall again for approximately 2 weeks. Uh, I used to work close to 10 hours a day over there. Um, and it was very hard for me to find a job also initially because the first day I didn't find anything. I went to different stalls और उन सबको ना ID चाहिए था, government ID, and I was introducing myself as Balram and started dressing as Balram also in July and August, since I went to the village basically. Smriti, who's the costume stylist, I asked her to send a couple of clothes if she could, and also I had bought something while auditioning for the film. In the third round, when Ramin was auditioning, I had gone to Andheri station and bought a pair of pants and bought a shirt. So I was wearing that, and it was hard for me to get a job because everybody wanted to see an ID card, and in my ID card, I look like this, and I was looking very different then, and my face is Adarsh. So then finally my name is Adarsh. So finally somebody was like, this cart will not ask you for an ID card. This guy over there who's selling पूरी सब्जी, तो मैं उसके पास गया और उन्होंने बोला कि कल से आ जाओ, 100 रुपए देंगे. ठीक है.
Okay. And what were the challenges of becoming Balram Halwai?
I
And to
think
be
it's
able
just
to,
very,
do justice to it without making it caricaturish.
yeah. I think it's just very challenging to do and be that person for 60-65 days, because somewhere subconsciously you know that this is not me. Like, I would try to be and think and feel like him as much as possible, but somewhere subconsciously you have that awareness that this is not me, that Adarsh is very different in real life. But I think it's just that to have that patience and that discipline to sort of stick with that person that you have found in yourself for 65-70 days. I think that is the challenge.
Was there a pressure to do justice to the character without making it caricaturish? Because there is always a very thin line, and one can easily slip into it.
Matlab, honestly, I think I was very, very fortunate to have worked with a genius like Ramin, because right from the day I got locked for the part, he told me that, this character exists on paper. This is set on a book. But you have to find your own truth. Who are you as Balram? So he really let me express myself and explore myself completely to find my version of Balram. And even when we were prepping for the film, I used to be at every audition, like apart from Pinky Madam, Ashok sir, and Mukesh sir K, and of course Mahesh sir, all the other actors that have been cast in the film. I've been present at their audition and I have done the scenes with them. So that was like net practice for me. And that I think is a rare opportunity for any actor to get, because then it gives you that opportunity to explore and fail and to keep trying new things, and even then not decide what you're going to do eventually. We would never decide how to do the scene. We would just let it affect us and do it the way it would happen, organically. And Ramin would never say action or cut. He would just say whenever you're ready. And if the scene has ended on paper, then you just continue improvising until you see Ramin in the middle of the frame, and you're like, okay, now the scene's done.
The scene is over. Okay.
So things like that, I think, made it very, very authentic and very organic for me to play Balram.
Was there a particular shot that took you the longest to get it right?
I was a little nervous about the scene where I had to where I basically take my pants off and I'm sitting next to the guy and both of us are laughing.
Yeah.
Because that day we were running a little late. And we had only 1.5 hours to film the scene because the light was going down. So whatever takes we did, I was very unhappy with it, and I thought the scene. So I wasn't allowed to see the playback. So I had no idea how the film was looking till I saw it in the dub, and then I saw it too many times.
Yeah.
But when we did that scene, I was very unhappy, and I remember going up to Ramin and saying that I don't think I've explored this scene fully, and he said, well, we've got what we could, and we have to move ahead. So sometimes these disappointments happen as an actor. You want to do something but you don't have the time. There are so many other things that are out of your control. But yeah, that scene was particularly difficult for me.
But it came out very well.
I think Ramin's a great editor.
Okay.
Came out well, yeah.
Okay, you started your career as a singer. I want to know, there's a very brief moment in the film where you're singing. Did you sing? Like, were you the singer behind it?
I was, yeah. I That was an improvisation actually. Um, what had happened was that in the scene ended at Raj singing the song, but in one of the first takes, I sang a song from some film,
Mhm.
and then Ramin, after the take, he was like, "Is that from a Hindi film?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Don't sing that because then there'll be more complications. Why don't you make something by yourself?" Rohit Bhai, who used to handle the continuity and stuff, and be with me all the time at the monitor. He's a very good writer. So I went up to him and I was like, Rohit bhai, can you just write 4 lines for me? Anything from the village, whatever you feel. And then he wrote these 4 lines and I instantly composed them then and there and I sang. So that's like a very random thing that happened. And from like the second or third take onwards, I sang that song. And even the part where I'm like, yeah, Dadi sikhai thi. That was also like, right before I sing the song, I'm like, yeah, Dadi sikhai thi humko. And then I start singing it. So, like on set, you get a lot of these opportunities to improvise. And I was very, very fortunate to have legends like Rajkumar Rao and Priyanka Chopra with me. So, like, I think we just had a great time improvising and going off the paper. And Ramin encouraged us to do that.
Yeah. And since you mentioned Priyanka and Rajkumar, I want to know how was the tuning and what did you learn from them? Because they're like actors who've been in the industry for years now.
Unbelievable. It was surreal for me to be working with both of them. I've been a huge fan of their bodies of work. They've inspired me. They've sort of influenced me to be an actor in some way. And all of us know that they're fabulous actors, and we've seen them for such a long time. But I just feel that I'm so lucky that I got to know them in person for the people they are, and they're the nicest, warmest people. And not once did I feel that I was working with such big actors. They're very humble. They have a lot of humility, and they just treat everybody so well. And they're still as hungry to perform as they were on their first day of their job. And I think that's the biggest learning for an actor who's just starting out. Like for somebody like me to just see that, to notice that this is what you have to be even after 20 years of working. You can't take it easy. You can't become complacent. You still need to be as hungry and driven if you want to continue acting and doing big parts.
I want to know how has the film changed things for you?
I've definitely been getting calls and like audition calls, and people are sending me their scripts, and suddenly I'm like, oh shit, like, because all your life as an actor, you're like, you take what you get, and now suddenly you have options in front of you, and you're like, oh, you mean I can't do this and I can't do this, but I can only do one. So I'm not used to that,
Yeah.
and it feels very weird. And I just, I like to dream big and work hard and not expect too much in life. I try to sort of function that way. So everything that I get is a bonus for me. I had no expectations from how the film would do, or what I would be nominated for, or what any of us would be nominated for. So everything is just a bonus for me, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I've never experienced this.
And what's happening to your band, Oak Island?
My band is not active anymore because all of us are sort of have become busy in our own lives in some way, but we still, of course, we talk and we chill and all of that. I taught myself how to play the guitar so that I didn't have to depend on anybody else. In the lockdown, I learned the guitar from YouTube. So I sing for myself. I sing for people when they ask me to sing, and I sing for films when I get the opportunity, like in our film. And yeah, I hope it's something that I can, really put to use, and I hope that I can do playback someday, because I did. I started out as a I did playback for a couple of films in 2007 when I was really young. So I hope that I get the opportunity again.
Okay, I have some quick questions for you. I'm just gonna throw them and you have to give me quick answers for them.
Sure.
If not an actor, you would be.
A singer or a
Dream
zookeeper
project. Sorry, a singer
or
or
a zookeeper. A zookeeper. Work with
zookeeper.
animals. Yeah, work with
Okay,
animals in film. Yeah.
okay. What is your dream project?
I don't know. It's such a big question. I have to really think about it. I'm in the spot. If you, it's to work with a director that I've always wanted to.
Like who?
Um, in the West, it would be somebody like David Fincher, Martin Scorsese, and in India, Anurag Kashyap, Vikramaditya Motwane.
Okay. Lockdown taught you.
To be patient and to cook food.
Okay. A talent nobody knows about.
Um some people know about it, but I do animal impersonation.
Okay.
जानवरों की नकल, हाँ हाँ.
Huh. Okay. Your favorite series.
I think Hannibal.
Okay. A film or a project that you thought would do very well but did not.
I never think any project will do well. I don't have any expectations, so I get surprised every time.
Okay. 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 Thank you so much, Adarsh. Looking
Thank
forward
you,
to seeing more of you
thank
and
you,
wishing you all the best. Thank you.
thank you, thank you so much.